Hello everyone, that was really weird that I did that. I meant to do that. Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and welcome back to the channel. And today we are doing a little bit of a different video. A video that I don't really do on this channel too much. I'm doing a list video. More specifically, I'm doing a list on my top 8 most anticipated games of the year. Now, the reason I'm doing this, and the reason it's only 8, I tried, but with a lot of games not technically being confirmed as of a 2019 release, such as The Last of Us 2, and a few other games that I am actually personally looking forward to, Cyberpunk 2077, and a few others, not really having a full slated release for this year, and just being said that they're supposed to release this year, but there's no confirmation, and Dying Light 2 not technically having a confirmed release date just yet, means there's a lot of games that, well, I would love to say I'm looking forward to release this year, but at the moment, there's no confirmed release for them. However, I was able to make a list of 8 that I am actually really looking forward to this year and hopefully be trying to get on the channel this year. I just realized I should have probably put when they come out, so give me one quick second. Okay, finally. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. So, what are the top 8 games? Now, I'm listing these in order of release date. You'll see some things that have changed since initially being announced. Days gone. But yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into it with the very first game that I'm actually really excited for, Overkill's The Walking Dead, releasing February 6th, 2019. Now, the reason I'm excited for this game is, one, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I've kind of gone away from the TV series a little bit because it's become less enjoyable over the time. You know, oh, crazy guy. Oh, he killed some of our people. Oh, let's kill some of his people. Big fight, big fight, big fight. Lots of people dead. Time to move. It's just, it repeats a lot, and it gets really, I don't know, it's gotten, with the last season that happened last year, it just got to the point where I just stopped enjoying it, and I haven't watched it since. But Overkill's The Walking Dead does not take place with any of the characters. It actually takes place in Washington, D.C., and it is a game that I've heavily been waiting for, and I really want to get to play it and enjoy it and hope that it's going to be an amazing game for me to enjoy. My cat will not shut up. This is wonderful. Oh, God, yes. My cat loving to meow while I record. Give me a sec. But yes, the Overkill's The Walking Dead takes place in Washington, D.C. There's not a lot that I know about it currently. One sec. This way you guys can at least get a little bit of info on the games. Give me one sec, guys. Okay, so there we go. Oh, apparently there's seasons for Overkill's The Walking Dead. I did not know that. So it's a first-person shooter, emphasis on cooperative gameplay. Sadly, there is no, from what I know of, there's no split-screen co-op, which is kind of one of the things that made me a little bit less excited for this. And for those of you saying, oh, but this released in 2018, yes, it did, on PC. It released November 6th in North America for Microsoft Windows and November 8th worldwide for Microsoft Windows. However, for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it's not released until February 6th for North America and February 8th for worldwide. I'm really excited for this. It's a game that looks awesome. You know, post-apocalypse. So the game features 4 characters: Maya, Aiden, Grant, and Heather. Each has their own skills, abilities. Okay, sorry. Players must work together in order to complete their objectives. Set in Washington, D.C., a post-apocalyptic environment which was overran by zombies. The game is said to also feature stealth, survival horror, and role-playing elements. Personally, what I really like about this is it's not taking inspiration from the comics too much. You play as a completely different group of survivors that has nothing to do with the people in the comics or the show. And it's seeming like it's going to go by seasons, which is something I really like. Geez, my fucking breath is... I'm so out of breath right now from my cat, because... Oh, my cats are stupid. They never want... Well, one of them never wants to shut the fuck up. Yeah. And apparently it's gotten a crappy score. But, here's the thing. I don't go by scores from critics. I never have, I never will. Because if you guys go into Rotten Tomatoes, certain good movies are not rated very well, while certain shitty movies are rated very well. So, I'm going to put it this way. Don't trust critic reviews. Check it out for yourself. Now, obviously, if you watch someone else play it and it doesn't look like your cup of tea, you know what I mean? You can go away from it. You don't have to get it. But if you actually play it or you check it out through somebody else playing it and you get to see what the game is like itself, it makes it a lot easier to actually choose what you think of that game. If you guys are understanding what I'm getting at. There's a lot of people who just go off a critic score and be like, okay, critics said this is bad, I'm not getting it. And then you miss out on a game that you could have potentially enjoyed. Personally, for me, Overkill's The Walking Dead looks amazing, mostly because I'm a huge fan of post-apocalyptic games, as you'll see going down more of this list in a bit, and zombie games as well. I literally just got Sunset Overdrive and State of Decay 2 yesterday, and I have beaten, technically, I was already on the last mission of Sunset Overdrive the last time I played it in 2015, but I beat it yesterday because I finally got to play the final mission. I was on the final mission and never got to beat it. For 4 fucking years, I never got to beat the game, so that was very aggravating. So I finally beaten the game, which makes me very happy. And State of Decay 2, I'm loving it so far. So, without further ado, let's go on to the next game. The next game is BioWare and EA's beautiful space masterpiece, from what it looks like so far, Anthem. Now, personally, BioWare being part of this has made me very excited for it, because BioWare made Mass Effect. Mass Effect was really good. Mass Effect Andromeda, not so much. Dragon Age, very good. However, EA being tied to this scares the hell out of me, because if you guys don't know, EA is basically the biggest person for the microtransaction thing. Just go play Battlefield. But it looks amazing. Anthem looks awesome. The class setups look awesome. It's first person. It's basically Destiny in first person, mixed with a little bit of like BioWare flavor, Dragon Age style, fucking Mass Effect style stuff in there, which excites the hell out of me. The game looks fantastic. Again, I'm going to say that because it does look fantastic. All right, so let's go into this. So, combines third person and action role-playing game elements in a contiguous open world shared with up to 3 players, in which they take the role of a freelancer donning fully customizable exosuits called Javelins. These suits can be customized to have various unique weapons and superhuman abilities. They did show off 2 of them at the E3 2017 conference, the Ranger, all-around balanced Javelin, and the Colossus, which is larger, more heavily armored, for the tank of your group, otherwise known as the Dalton in my friend group. They show off the other 2, Storm, Technology, Range of the Hymn, yada, yada, yada. You can build relationships with various non-playable characters, so a very BioWare thing right there. But they cannot establish romantic relationships with them. Oh, come on! What the fuck? So I can't go sleep my way through the galaxy like I could in Mass Effect? That's bullshit. The game features both single-player and cooperative multiplayer elements in a shared world that can have up to 4 squad members per team. Teams can fight savage beasts and ruthless marauders while exploring lost ruins and experiencing massive world-altering terrain occurrences such as shaper storms. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of this. The game releases worldwide on every platform, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, February 22nd, 2019. Now, really quick, I do want to mention that. When this game was first announced, at least from what I remember, when this game first got announced, it was, if I remember correctly, it was, I believe, said to be just an Xbox exclusive. From what I remember, it was said to be a just Xbox exclusive. I can't remember for sure. It did get released at Microsoft's E3 conference, so that could have been kind of where it just kind of got mixed in, that a lot of people took it as a Microsoft exclusive. But they never really said, yeah. And if you guys want to check out the game before its official release, a demo of the game will be available for download on January 25th, 2019 for pre-order customers, and February 1st for everyone else. So if you want to check out the game before it releases February 22nd, you can have a 21-day head start. That way, you don't have to spend your money if it's a game you don't end up liking. Honestly, if you're not somebody who's already pre-ordered, I'd highly suggest waiting until February 1st, downloading the demo, checking it out, and seeing if you like it. If not, so be it. It is, however, a game I'm very excited for. I like games that don't have the biggest grind. I like games that have slight grinding to get loot, but don't have it heavily focused. So basically the exact opposite of the first Destiny game. Destiny 2 was okay from what I've played. I haven't played it again in a while. Mostly because, again, I have a lot of games and have a lot of time to play games that just seem not worth my time. No offense to Bungie and Activision. Well, no offense to Bungie, I guess, now. But yeah, I can't wait for this. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. The next game is actually from a series that I've had minimal experience with. And by minimal, I mean I don't think I've really ever played one of these games. However, these games have always looked interesting to me. And as someone who likes the supernatural kind of stuff, I'm really excited to check this game out. And if you pre-order it, you get something pretty fucking sweet. And this game is Devil May Cry 5. Yes, I have never touched a Devil May Cry game. I really fucking want to check them out. Capcom does amazing work on their games most of the time. And this just looks really fucking cool. Devil May Cry is a game series that, like I said, I've always wanted to kind of pick up and check out. And for whatever reason, I just haven't. Whether it's been I couldn't find the game, I didn't have a system to play it on, or whatever. I just didn't have money or whatever it was. This game, however, looks fantastic, especially with the 3 different playable characters. And as a pre-order bonus, you get the Mega Man arm cannon for the character Nero. I think it's just for him. But this is actually the first sequel to a Devil May Cry game in like 10 years. There was a crappy reboot a few years ago before they finally decided, you know what, this is a terrible idea, let's just make Devil May Cry 5. Story takes place several years after the events of Devil May Cry 2. A man known as V comes to the Devil May Cry office to hire Dante to solve a series of demon attacks occurring across the world. Meanwhile, Nero has set up his own demon hunting agency based out of a van adorned with a neon Devil May Cry sign Dante gave him with support by his engineer Nico, who built him a robotic prosthetic arm called the Devil Breaker after his original Devil Bringer arm was taken by a mysterious hooded individual. Nero's hunt for the hooded figure brings him to the city that Dante deduced as the epicenter of the demon attacks. This looks fantastic to me. I cannot wait for this game. The fact of the matter is that I really do want to try to check out the other games. I'm someone who will always love classic games, and if I get the chance, I will go back and play every game in the Devil May Cry series because it does look so fucking awesome to me. Again, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the supernatural elements. A lot of my favorite TV shows have those sorts of elements in them, and I can't wait. If you guys want to check out Devil May Cry 5, it releases on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on March 8th, 2019. I don't think there's anything about any bonuses that you can get besides the Mega Man arm. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else you can get for it. There's no, like, pre-order bonus for a beta or anything like that I can see. Next, a game that I think took a lot of people by surprise. Took me by surprise, but I can't wait. I'm actually downloading the precursor to this one so I can finish the story because I haven't played it a lot, so I can be kind of caught up before this game comes out. And that game is Mortal Kombat 11. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, you may not know that I'm a huge fighting game fan, especially this style of Mortal Kombat and Injustice style fighting games. They are something I fucking love. Back when I first got my PS4, Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition was a free game for PS4. I downloaded it, I beat the entire story over a few days, and then I did basically the first live stream I ever did on this channel was a 3-hour long story mode live stream of Injustice Gods Among Us, which, mind you, took fucking 3 hours of my life out of it. But it was really fun to do. And then Mortal Kombat X came out. I didn't actually get it. And then XL kind of was on sale around my birthday. So I kind of got that as an early birthday present. Played it. Really, really enjoyed it. Kind of took a break from it because I don't know. For some reason, I just wasn't enjoying it as much as I wanted to, and then now I'm going back into it so I can kind of get caught up on the story before Mortal Kombat 11 releases April 23rd, 2019 for Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Now, from what I know of, it does take place, if I remember correctly, it takes place exactly after Mortal Kombat X, which in turn does also take place after Mortal Kombat 9, or just Mortal Kombat, the one that released a few years ago for Xbox 360 and PS3. And if you pre-order the game, you get access to Shao Kahn, as well as access to the game's beta phase, which is set to start in March 2019. And there is actually a community event today that will be held in London If you guys want to go check out the community event, I highly suggest you go check it out. Go watch it. Go check the stuff out. I personally will be watching it because I'm a huge Mortal Kombat junkie, and oh my god, I cannot wait to get into this game. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. On to the next game. A game that I have basically not shut up about for like the last 2 years. No, I'm just kidding. For like the last year and a half, something like that. Days Gone, a zombie game. Big shocker there that I'm very excited for. Now, this game was initially slated for release February 22nd, 2019. Actually, it was technically slated for release a lot fucking earlier than that, a few years ago, but I'm glad they're taking their time with this game to iron out as many bugs as they can. A buggy release is never something fun for the players, and a game that they've tried to iron everything out with is a very nice thing. And you guys can check it out if you have PlayStation 4. April 26th, 2019. I really wish that I still said February 22nd, 2019. But it means that I'm buying less games in February, which is probably a good thing. This game centers around Deacon St. John, a former outlaw turned drifter and bounty hunter who prefers life on the road to wilderness encampments. Game takes place 2 years after a global pandemic occurred, which killed almost all of humanity and transformed millions of others into freakers. They don't say zombies for some reason. Mindless zombie-like creatures that are quickly evolving. In the E3 2016, that's the first time I saw a glimpse of this fucking game, and it's still not out. 2016 stage demo, 2 types of freakers were revealed, newts and hordes. In the E3 2017 stage demo, infected animals such as bears, that was weird, bears and wolves also were revealed to also compromise the freakers, and human enemies are revealed to be featured in the game as well. The player can complete objectives in multiple ways, such as by using stealth or long and short-ranged weapons. A dynamic weather system and day-night cycle will also feature, making freakers weak and slow by day, but fast and aggressive by night. Vehicles such as motorbikes can be used to explore. The player is able to craft new items to improve combat efficiency. So, it went into full production. For those of you wondering how long I've been waiting for this game, the game went into full production January 2015. And I gotta wait another 3 months. So yeah, but still. Next, we have a game which is a sequel to a post-apocalyptic game that I fucking loved, that came out about, like, I don't know, let's see, nine fucking years ago? And that is Rage 2, made by Bethesda, which, oh my god, I can't fucking wait for this game. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge apocalypse junkie. I love those types of games whether they're like this in the vein of Rage/Fallout, or if they're in the vein of Days Gone, State of Decay 2 with zombies. Either way, I'm gonna fucking enjoy it, and Rage 2 looks magnifique. I can say this right now. This game is worth the 9-year wait I have had since the first game came out. And to make way for that game coming out, I am going to buy Rage, which is a backwards compatible game that you can get on Xbox One. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to stream the entire story on the channel before Rage 2 comes out in May 14th, 2019 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. For those of you asking what system will I be getting on, probably Xbox One, so don't expect a series on it. Maybe expect streams. I don't know. Part of me wants to get it for the PS4, but part of me also wants to get it for the Xbox One, just because you never know. Story might carry over in some way, kind of in the vein of Telltale. Who knows? I can't wait for this game. So the premise of this game, players assume control of the Lost Ranger Walker, who must survive in a world inhabited by dangerous mutants after it was hit by an asteroid. The game will take place 30 years after the original game and feature a cast of both new and existing characters. I can't wait to meet some faces that I don't remember very well, but hopefully will after I replay through this, and some new faces as well. Next, I'm going to go through the last 2 games because technically they were already released. So, the first game is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which is coming out for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, June 21st, 2019. Technically, it is a remaster of Crash Team Racing. So, if you want to know anything about that, you can just go look up Crash Team Racing, or you can go look up Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which is just the remaster that's coming out this year. I am a huge kart racing fan. I'm a fucking junkie for it. And I'm a junkie for car stuff, so yeah. Crash, one of my favorite series growing up. I really want to get the Insane Trilogy and maybe the Spyro Reignited Trilogy as well. And I can't wait for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled to come out. I am going to be getting it and kicking my uncle's ass in it constantly. And by kicking his ass, I mean we're probably going to be on the team, and then I'm just going to be trying to outdo him the whole time. And finally, the last game that will be coming out, again, is technically a kind of remaster of a game that's already out, and that is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, which is technically slated for a 2019 release. It doesn't exactly say when. It just said it's slated for a 2019 release. Now, if you guys want to know anything about this, this is basically the Stanley Parable, which is a game that released in 2013. Technically, it was originally released on July 27th, 2011, but the actual game itself was released 2013. It was a free mod for Half-Life 2 at the start of its lifetime. And then it was released actually fully, got put onto different systems. October 2013 was for Microsoft Windows, OS X on December 19th, 2013, and Linux on September 9th, 2015. They both use first person, and the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe will basically just be everything that's already been released. There's like add-ons and stuff for the games released fully to the actual game for PC, so if you have it for PC, you can get this stuff, and for consoles, which will be the very first release, which is what I'm most excited about. Which I will probably be getting this for console. I'm not entirely sure just yet. If I can get a better PC, I might get this for PC. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this small little list video. Let me know what games you guys are excited for down in the comments below. And let's have an awesome year in gaming for 2019. Stay golden. Peace.